Good evening. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to focus on pragmatism. Now, till now, when I was discussing about some of the theories of knowledge, I did talk about pragmatics approach or practical approach kind of a thing. Now, here we need to understand and find out what exactly is pragmatism and what am I supposed to do. And trust me, if you can lay your hands on William James' book, you would really understand the manner he has given us a methodology to adopt and proceed further with the pragmatics. So the formula would be for pragmatism, it is equivalent to what? Empiricist ideas or the theories plus the epistemology. So we can say that these two together forms what we call it as the pragmatism. And who are the founders? The father of pragmatism is Charles Sanders Peirce. That's number thing that we need to understand. And it was popularized by William James. Okay. Now his book on pragmatism is something which I really like it. And I know as a graduate student, I had to lay my hands on his book and read more about it rather than studying what Charles Sanders Peirce had to say. Now, John Dewey is also important pragmatic thinker. However, I have not read many books about him. It is just the overview that I can know. However, try to understand that these are the three individuals who are known for their pragmatic theory. Now, here, one more thing that we need to remember, that truth is equivalent to what? It has to be whatever theory of knowledge we have discovered or we have established, it has to be applicable in a practical manner in our societies or communities. If it is not, then they say that it is not at all equivalent to truth kind of a thing. To quote Peirce, and I'm reading this one very slowly so that we are able to understand as to what exactly he is hinting at. Consider what effects, okay, that might conceivably have practical bearings. So underline practical bearings for you. Effects. We conceived the object of our conception to have. So we conceived it, he's saying. We did not perceive it. Remember, this is how you need to differentiate. And if you pick up his book, you will see that perceiving, perception comes beforehand and conceived will come later on in terms of the language and everything. We conceive the object of our conception to have. Okay, it's a full stop. Then our conception of these effects, okay, whatever those effects are coming in kind of conceptions, number one. Number two, the practical things that they have established of these effects is the whole of a conception of the object. So he's saying that your effects plus the conception is giving to you what he calls it as the effect of the complete conception of the object, which is equal to the practical applicability. Or you make a sum total of all these things, and that gives you what he calls it as pragmatism, if you can understand it from that scenario. So here we can see one more formula as to what it is. Pragmatism equals to analysis of ideas plus analysis of objects, which gives you the practical value in the world. That is the pragmatic approach that one needs to take care of it when we are looking into something. Now, okay, I'm not going to talk anything about the movies. This we will talk during our class. Now, contrast this with the correspondence theory of truth. Now, you see, correspondence theory of truth tells us there has to be the exact mapping between what I have conceived, in the sense that what is my conception, and the thing that is existing in this world. So how do you map those two things is something which pragmatics, that is how they're going to criticize pragmatics. In fact, you will have to understand and see. So remember that apart from Charles Sanders Peirce, William James and John Dewey, we have one more person, Richard Rorty, who gave a very important pragmatic theory again later on. And once you go ahead with your higher studies, you might be reading his book also. So I'm going to end here with this topic and coming up with yet another interesting topic for discussion. Till then, thank you.